It's Weather for Weather Geeks, the Thursday evening edition here on the 8th day of February. We're getting set for the weekend. We have our challenges ahead of us in terms of forecasting over the next few days, some precipitation type issues over the weekend. But one thing for sure, it is going to snow tomorrow morning, and it will be enough to cause some inconveniences. Let me actually back up to the start of this and show you the radar as of about 7:30 this evening. We have snow pushing into Chicago right now. Schools are already closed in Chicago. This is going to be a doozy of a snowstorm along the I-95 corridor from parts of Iowa through Illinois, northern Indiana, into parts of Michigan as well. In fact, in that zone, winter storm warnings are out in the pink from Chicago to Detroit, and even as far south and east as far northwest Ohio. Some winter storm warnings are out this evening. They're surrounded by winter weather advisories. All right, as far as the timing here, not much has changed forecast-wise for the timing tomorrow morning. I think it'll start to snow in parts of the area a couple of hours before daybreak, sometime probably in the 4 and 5 o'clock hours. In your neighborhood, it'll start to snow. In most of our viewing area, it will be snowing at around daybreak and into the 8 o'clock hour, but very quickly, this band of snow is going to start shifting north. So we're going to dry things out in Columbiana County pretty quickly tomorrow morning. It'll take a little bit longer in Mahoning County and Lawrence County, and then the last places to see the snow will be Trumbull and Mercer counties, but even there, already by probably sometime in the 10 o'clock hour, maybe the 11 o'clock hour, the snow will be pushing away. Now, a couple of problems here with the snow tomorrow morning. Temperatures. It's going to be cold. It's going to be down in the teens. Road treatment doesn't work that effectively with temperatures this cold. It's coming at a bad time of the day, of course, for the morning rush. So, this isn't a huge snowstorm, but impacts can be high. Tomorrow afternoon, not bad. We'll climb above freezing with lingering clouds. So hour-by-hour snow chances, and this is mostly for our northern viewing area, but it's pretty similar throughout, with the highest chances just before and around daybreak, and then quickly diminishing chances for the rest of the morning on Friday. Again, real healthy snowstorm for Michigan, Chicago, northern Indiana, northwest Ohio. Closer to home here, I haven't changed our forecast much. I can't rule out someone getting 3 inches in Trumbull and Mercer counties, but I think 1 to 2 will be more common in the light blue area there. That's roughly from 224 on north. The snow is going to last longer in those spots. That's why there's a better chance of seeing the higher totals. Once you're south of 224, I could see where some places get a quick inch. In Salem and Columbiana and East Palestine, Hanoverton, Lisbon, Guilford Lake area, Salineville, Summitville, East Liverpool area. I think, a coating to an inch will cover it for most of those areas. Where I could see where from Boardman and Poland and Newcastle on north, some places are going to get closer to 2. Outside chance of 3 inches. So, whether it's a half an inch, an inch and a half, 2 inches, let's not get too caught up on ruler measurements here. The impacts can be significant. It doesn't take much snow at the wrong time of the day with temperatures that cold to cause some road issues. So secondary roads, even the main roads, when it's that cold, it's going to be slick at times for a few hours tomorrow morning. We're going to get into a much better part of the day pretty quickly by midday, but from roughly 5 a.m. to maybe 9 a.m., maybe 10 a.m., that's, things are going to be a little bit slick out there across our area roadways. All right, big picture for your Friday. Actually, we'll get up to 37 tomorrow afternoon. That'll feel pretty nice despite the lingering cloud cover. The average high for tomorrow's date is 35. The record is 70. 10 hours and 25 minutes of daylight coming up for our Friday. We're gaining about 2.5 minutes or so of daylight per day right now. We're in solar spring. All right, as we go into the weekend, some forecast challenges here. This boundary is going to kind of set up shop right over us as we go into the day on Saturday, Friday night into Saturday. Not really buying what our in-house model is showing here with a band of snow late at night into Saturday. I think odds more favor liquid precipitation rather than snow based on a lot of the other modeling. So I can't rule out a few snowflakes, but this could be a lot of drizzle, real light rain at times. Friday night heading into the day on Saturday as well. Temperatures will get above freezing, probably around 37 Saturday afternoon. And again, although you don't see much on the model here Saturday afternoon and evening, there might be a touch of drizzle. Now, that threat for drizzle will probably continue into the day on Sunday. The problem with Sunday is, Saturday night and Sunday, the problem is we'll get a fresh injection of colder air. It's probably going to drop below freezing Saturday night and stay that way for at least part of the day on Sunday, and that could lead to some freezing drizzle or freezing rain. Do I think this is an ice storm? No, but could there be some moderate impacts on untreated surfaces Saturday night into Sunday? Yeah, I could see where that's a possibility. So, the trouble zone here is more than likely late Saturday night and Sunday morning and midday maybe. That's where we might have to be particularly careful if we're out and about. We'll have more updates on this as we get into Friday and the weekend, but this is, if we're going to have any weather trouble over the weekend, I suspect that would be it. Saturday night and heading into parts of Sunday, especially the first half of Sunday. 37 Saturday, not much better than 34 Sunday. Now, late in the day on Sunday, we may see that liquid precipitation change over to some light snow. Don't think the snow is a big deal, but may see a few snowflakes before Sunday is through. So again, kind of a tough forecast this weekend with some precipitation type challenges, but we'll get through it and have more details tomorrow. It's Thursday evening, so we get a fresh batch of long-range modeling from the European Center here, and it continues to advertise a pretty mild pattern as we get into the longer range. This is the last section of February right here. The cold air primarily bottled up in Canada and across the northern Rockies. There's going to be some chilly days, some near-average days here locally, but we're not looking for much in the way of a deep freeze here during the second half of February. And as we roll into the month of March likely to start with a similar pattern. Now, some of the long-range modeling is showing that we could get into a colder pattern as we go deeper into March. Confidence on that is pretty low. Medium to medium-high confidence that the European Center here has the right ideas, though, for the second half of February, and that it will be mild more often than it will be cold. Now, in terms of precipitation, now the model here is showing a pretty active storm track from the Gulf Coast region up through the Ohio Valley. So if it's real mild here and real cold out here, chances are there's a storm track in between. So I wouldn't rule out some decent snow events or mixed precipitation events or maybe just rain events over the next month if that's the general pattern. Cold here, warm here, we're kind of in between or just barely into the mild section. That could mean a stormy pattern with several opportunities for precipitation. Thanks for watching tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have an update coming up later this evening on the app and on social media as far as tomorrow's snow. We'll get some fresh modeling in before the 11 o'clock show tonight. Actually, it'll be more like 11:30 tonight with the Olympics kicking off here on 21 WFMJ. We'll have a lot of late newscasts over the next couple of weeks. There'll be some nights we don't go on till midnight, I think. Some sleepy eyes from me coming up in the next couple of weeks with those late newscasts. All right, again, look for more updates this evening, and I'll see you back here for more Weather for Weather Geeks on Friday evening.